praise. And the media coverage that he gets, the millions of followers who follow him, also look at India as this great nation where different traditions thrive, different people come together. Hence, we are very fortunate to have His Holiness Dalai Lama, as himself calls, the son of India, because he has eaten so much of roti and dal and idli and dosa of Karnataka that he called himself the son of India. And he is the best messenger of Nalanda tradition in this whole world. So hence, as a Tibetan, perhaps I can say we are very grateful to India and Karnataka. So let me say once again, Nimage Tumba Dhanyavada Galu Karnataka. And also to our Bhagwan, His Holiness Dalai Lama, for being the biggest admirer and advocate of India for the last 60 years. Thank you.
Zerim Chukba, Zenjo Pumi Shija, Sartu Yonwe, Moshe Tomar Nanke, Karnataka, Ngati Chijab Lunjen Surba, Kushab Tamba S. Niche Lingapa Chogi Se, Kushab S. and Kiran Shankar, La Chino Konsa Chamgwin Chambu Chone, Chetu Samji Kadin Sejo.
ತಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿನಾಡನ್ನು ಕಳೆದುಕೊಂಡ ನಿರಾಶ್ರಿತ ಟಿಬೆಟಿಯನರ ಆಶ್ರಯಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ವಿನಂತಿ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅಂದಿನ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಎಸ್ ನಿಜಲಿಂಗಪ್ಪರವರು ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದು ಟಿಬೆಟಿಯನರಿಗೆ ಆಶ್ರಯ ನೀಡಿದರು. ಅವರ ಈ ಉದಾತ್ತ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಹಾಗೂ ಬೆಂಬಲವನ್ನು ಇಂದು ನಾವು ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಯಿಂದ ಸ್ಮರಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಶುಭ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದು ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ದಲೈಲಾಮಾಜಿರವರು ಶ್ರೀ ಎಸ್ ನಿಜಲಿಂಗಪ್ಪರವರ ಸುಪುತ್ರರಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಎಸ್ ಎನ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣಶಂಕರ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಸನ್ಮಾನಿಸಬೇಕೆಂದು ವಿನಂತಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ.
Zerim Dumba, Tenzi Children Lane, Karnataka Rikshun, Luyang Shik Bilam Shujo.
ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಇರು ಎಂಥಾದರೂ ಇರು ಎಂದೆಂದಿಗೂ ನೀ ಕನ್ನಡವಾಗಿರು. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜ್ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರು ಹಾಡಿದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಹಾಡು ಮತ್ತು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಕವಿ ಕುವೆಂಪು ಅವರು ರಚಿಸಿದ ಈ ಹಾಡನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಾರಿ ಕೇಳಿದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ನಾಟುವಂತಹ ಹಾಡಾಗಿದೆ. ಇದು ಸದಾಕಾಲ ಕನ್ನಡಿಗನ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಚ್ಚಳಿಯದೆ ಉಳಿಯುವ ಹಾಡಾಗಿದೆ. ಇದೀಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ನಾನು ಈ ಹಾಡನ್ನು ಹಾಡುವುದರ ಮೂಲಕ ಕರುನಾಡು ಮತ್ತು ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರಿಗೆ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಲು ಇಚ್ಛಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಹಾಡು ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಕೂಡ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಇರು ಎಂಥಾದರೂ ಇರು ಎಂದೆಂದಿಗೂ ನೀ ಕನ್ನಡವಾಗಿರು. ಕನ್ನಡವೇ ಸತ್ಯ, ಕನ್ನಡವೇ ನಿತ್ಯ. ಕನ್ನಡ ಗೋವಿನ ಓ ಮುದ್ದಿನ ಕರು, ಕನ್ನಡತನ ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದರೆ ನೀ ಅಮಗೆ ಕಲ್ಪತರು. ಕನ್ನಡವೇ ಸತ್ಯ, ಕನ್ನಡವೇ ನಿತ್ಯ. ನೀ ಮೆಟ್ಟುವ ನೆಲ ಅದೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ನೀನೇರುವ ಮಲೆ ಸಹ್ಯಾದ್ರಿ. ನೀ ಮುಟ್ಟುವ ಮರ ಶ್ರೀಗಂಧದ ಮರ, ನೀ ಕುಡಿಯುವ ನೀರ್ ಕಾವೇರಿ. ಪಂಪವನೋದುವ ನಿನ್ನ ನಾಲಗೆ, ಕನ್ನಡವೇ ಸತ್ಯ. ಕುಮಾರವ್ಯಾಸನ ಆಲಿಪ ಕಿವಿಯದು, ಕನ್ನಡವೇ ನಿತ್ಯ. ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಇರು ಎಂಥಾದರೂ ಇರು, ಎಂದೆಂದಿಗೂ ನೀ ಕನ್ನಡವಾಗಿರು. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
제림 개와 군도조 카나타가 나데 직접 런진 구십 ST ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ 초라 초네 제고 단체 송신 낭주.
ಇಂದಿನ ಸಮಾರಂಭಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾಗಿ ವಹಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿರುವ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾದ ಶ್ರೀ HT ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಹಿತವಚನಗಳನ್ನು ನುಡಿಯಬೇಕೆಂದು ಕೋರಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ.
His Holiness the Dalai Lama Ji, Wen Khenpo Sonam Tenfel, Honorable Speaker, Dr. Lobsang Sangai, President of Central Tibetan Administration, ladies and gentlemen, media friends, a very good morning to you, to all of you. It is indeed a privilege and honor to take part in this event with the august presence of the great spiritual leader, His Holiness Dalai Lama. I am overwhelmed with the way this event is organized, and it is truly an inspiration for us to have strong bonding with the Tibetans. For centuries, Tibet and India have shared a unique cultural and historical relationship. Tibet's connection with India has deepened after India offered exile Tibetans a home away from home 6 decades ago. In Karnataka, Sri S. Nijlingapaji, the then Chief Minister of State, volunteered to provide shelter to Tibetans without any second thought, and today they have become one among us. Today we have 5 settlements in Mysore, Uttarakhand, Uttara Kannada, Chamarajnagara districts. Those living in this settlement have made their own contribution for Karnataka, and I believe the Tibetan community is ever more resilient and well positioned for the next phase of our journey. We would like to extend all kinds of support and cooperation to you, and I hope this harmony will remain forever, and wish you all a fulfilled life. Before I conclude, I offer my solutions to His Holiness Dalai Lama, the Messiah of Peace. It is indeed a pleasure to listen to him. Thank you, everybody.
제림 구바 벨콥 롭투 남네 추숨 벼릭 셰베 릭슝 탑든 ಸಿಗ್ಬಿಶುಜು.
ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಯುವ ಜನತೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಭವಿಷ್ಯ, ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಮುಂದಿನ ಭವಿಷ್ಯವೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಯುವ ಜನತೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು. ಇದೀಗ ಟಿಬೇಟಿಯನ್ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ನೃತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶಿಸಲಿರುವ ಬೈಲಕುಪ್ಪೆಯ ಟಿಬೇಟಿಯನ್ ವಾಸಹತುವಲ್ಲಿರುವ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸೋಣ.
기출 맞춰보네요. 대신 남만 들어요.
야야야야야. 너감 가르쳐요. 가와 가보지.
야야. 기출 자초통내요. 참도 조심히요.
얘기. 내 안도 전에요. 야 하면 맞은 지네요.
성은 맞춰보네요. 동린 가샤피와요.
실리스기 비자이, 셔리치페 빈다이, 양행주의 자바이, 이마 이스토크라, 누나 주의는
Zerim Juba, Jino Konsa Kyamgun Chambu Chone, Karnataka Shungma Nisu, Tuchi Cheshu Tsunda, Chogu Koloshik, Kundun Zowo, Ngashung Chikap Lunjen Chola, Suzen Nangyu, Tang, Chapchik, Karnataka, Janada Dal Secular Ki, Tsokto Kushap H. Vishwanath, Tang, H. Manjunath, Trezo Tumi Hunsur, Kushap Mahadevapa, Trezo Tumi Priyaparna, Nambasumla, Kati Jitengi, Chakda, Suzen Nangyu.
ಈ ಶುಭ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಂದು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಹಾಗೂ ಕರುನಾಡಿನ ಜನತೆಗೆ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುವ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ 14ನೆಯ ದಲೈಲಾಮರು ಪವಿತ್ರ ಧರ್ಮಚಕ್ರವನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾದ ಶ್ರೀ H.D. ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿರವರಿಗೆ ನೀಡಬೇಕೆಂದು ಕೋರಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಹುಣಸೂರಿನ ಮಾಜಿ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾದ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ H. ವಿಶ್ವನಾಥ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ವೇದಿಕೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಹ್ವಾನಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಹುಣಸೂರಿನ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾದ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ H. ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ರವರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ವೇದಿಕೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೆ. ಮಹಾದೇವು ಪಿರಿಯಾಪಟ್ಟಣದಿಂದ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾದ ರವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ವೇದಿಕೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಅಂಜುಮ್ ಬರ್ವಾಸ್ ರವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ವೇದಿಕೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಗಮಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ.
Zerim Chukji, Pimi Lana Mebe Uti Chino Konsa Chamgun Champuchone, Kalap Katin Tse Nangyu.
ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಪ್ರತ್ಯೇಕವಾಗಿ ಟಿಬೇಟಿಯನರ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಜೀವನದ ಉದ್ದೇಶ, ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಧೈರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸಿದ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವ ಇವರದು. ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಗುರುಗಳಾದ ಮತ್ತು ನೊಬೆಲ್ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಪುರಸ್ಕೃತರಾದ ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ 14ನೇ ದಲೈ ಲಾಮರವರನ್ನು ತಮ್ಮ ನುಡಿಗಳಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದಿಸಬೇಕೆಂದು ಕೋರಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ.
Sure. Ja, kann der schon. Warte mal, kann der. Oh ja. Respected elder brothers and sisters, I feel great honor. We Tibetan refugee, small community, also they found opportunity to thank and Karnataka state, and of course we thank to India, we already done. So this shows we Tibetan, one of our tradition is we never forget others' kindness. So, as a sort of preservation of our own cultural heritage, it is our duty to thank, to express appreciation to all those people who are very, very kind to us. Since 56 around, some problem, violence took place in Tibet because of Chinese authority. So they want to carry reform, which they practice in mainland China. That is naturally not suitable. So when they force to carry their own way of reform, then many Tibetans openly also they against them. Then suppression started. 1956, 57, 58, then 59, all over Tibet. This is stand firmly against the policy like that. It is quite contrast. 1954, I went to Peking. I spent about 5 months in Peking itself. During that period, I met Chamnu Mozudung several times. Chamnu Mozudung, very, very kind to me. Eventually, we developed a relation, Chairman Mojadum and myself, like father of 18th Army Group. Very nice person, Tang Koha. I coming back from Peking, he coming from Lhasa and go to Peking. On the road we met. And I told him, last year when I went to China through this road, full of suspicion and a lot of worry. Now I am coming back, same road, full confidence, with great hope. I mention him. But then somehow, there's 55, then 56, then things, you see, they turned different way. Then 59. So as our elected political leadership mentioned, when we first reach here, we only know the sky and kasa, earth, like that. But then, because of my close relation with Pandit Nehru since 56, and my first meeting take place in Peking itself, 1954. So since then, know each other. Then 56, serious discussion with him, seek advice, very, very useful sort of advice, suggestions, wonderful. So, Pandit Nehru, this is suggested, you should have separate Tibetan school for preservation or preserve Tibetan issue alive. Education is key factor. Then we also, you see, ask him, since our children should learn Tibetan, therefore we need separate Tibetan school. Pandit Nehru fully support, and immediately he set up one sort of committee headed by Union Education Minister, then Mr. Mali or something. And also Pandit Nehru, you see, they fully support to create Tibetan colony, Tibetan settlement. Then, at that time, among different states, he wrote, asked some allocation of land. Then best sort of response come from Karnataka state. At that time we call Mysore state. One major factor was late Nichalingama. I know him during 56 Buddha Jayanti celebration. So he extraordinarily showing his deep sort of sense of sort of concern about Tibet. He promised me he will support your cause. So then 59 things become out of control. Then we become refugee. Then for resettlement, his response, wonderful. So, that's the part of sad thing. Then eventually, you see, we found more and more friends, supporters in India, in Europe, in America. So gradually, now we reach one level. The cultural heritage which we carry over 1,000 years, originally come from Nalanda, as part of Indian culture, cultural heritage very much based on ahimsa. Ahimsa automatically, genuine ahimsa come with sincere motivation, that is karuna. Karuna, ahimsa go together. So that's India's tradition. Since 8th century, since 7th century, the Tibetan emperor, you see, copy one of ancient Indians was a script, the Devanagari, and alphabet. Then 8th century, Tibetan emperor invited, at that time, 8th century, topmost was a respected scholar, well-known scholar, Chandra Rakshita. He, great scholar, monk, bhikshu, and great logician. His writing, still we study as a text. So he introduced Nalanda tradition. So, in a way, unfortunate, the Guru's land, India, must neglect this knowledge. That also become fortunate for us. I always is mentioning, we are reliable chela of Indian Guru. So, now reliable chela now found opportunity to revival of this ancient Indian knowledge into modern India. So there is opportunity, the traditional chela of India now becoming Guru of India. So we really found this knowledge from India, really not only ancient one, but very, very relevant to today's world. Today's world passing through some kind of crisis of emotion. So, only pray to God, not much effect. So only through training of mind, we can reduce destructive emotion, increase constructive emotion, like that. So therefore, now Tibetan Buddhist culture and knowledge about ancient Indian philosophy, wisdom, and the psychology, and then logic. So more and more people and also you see among the scientists, now more and more people really showing interest. So therefore, my latest commitment is try to revival of ancient Indian knowledge in modern India. we already started some steps, some program. We already. So, we really feel proud. Ancient Indian knowledge, which we kept over 1,000 years, now, how should they make a contribution for original place of this knowledge, that's India. So modern India, I think, much neglected about this ancient knowledge. Now this must revive. And India is the only nation on this planet, about 200 different nations. India is the only nation who can combine ancient Indian knowledge about mind, about psychology, and how to tackle destructive emotion, and combined with modern education, which is oriented about material value. No other country can do that, only this country. So, one of my latest commitment is try to revive it. So, in that respect, now these monks really good scholar who knows ancient Indian sort of Nalanda knowledge through rigorous study. Firstly, learned root text, learned by heart. Then each word explained according to Nalanda Master's commentary or Tibetan commentary. Then we use extensively logical approach. So when we approach logical approach, we never say yes, yes, yes. We always raise question, why? So the investigation. So today's world, I respect all major religious traditions. Wonderful. One of my commitment is promotion of religious harmony. So I respect all religion. However, the religion which can go side by side with modern science is the Nalanda tradition. Because we very much emphasis on reasoning, investigation, experiment. That's very similar to that of scientific sort of way. So now, my point is, when we come here as a refugee, we really demoralize, hopeless. But then, through decades, now nearly 60 years, we develop self-confidence. Yes, the culture, the knowledge which we kept over 1,000 years, now really useful to humanity in general, particularly in this country. So all these possibilities come because of help of Indian government and lay down the policy by Pandit Nehru. Really, he really, in our, I think, history book, he really, I think, done great sort of help. And then among the different states, Karnataka state, Mysore state, I think one of the most favorable. So we start the historical learning center, monastic institution in Devung, Serra, and Kandan. And then recently in the Bengaluru, which is sort of the center. These truly become learning center. Very good, very good. So you provide us the determination or courage, hope, you see, not only preserve our ancient knowledge, but also can serve the wider community like that. So then when the drama survey performance from 3 regions of Tibet, Yuzhang, Kham, Amdo, I felt we Tibetan, as a people on the roof of the world, according to some Chinese archaeologists, now they found Tibetan human being on Tibetan plateau over now 35,000 years. Very ancient, very, very ancient. Then among the 3 civilizations, Egyptian civilization, Central Valley, Indus Valley civilization, and Chinese civilization, I think eventually Indus Valley civilization, I think, really produced many, many great thinkers even before Buddha come. At least 3,000-4,000 years. So now that knowledge eventually, you see, we kept. So Tibetan people, ancient people, we have our own unique script. And most of important, Sanskrit text translated into Tibetan, and to some extent some Palis, altogether 300 volumes. That's our text. Our knowledge comes from these 300 texts, 300 volumes like that. So nowadays I make distinction. Religion is some subject, but the knowledge about psychology, about logic, and philosophy, including quantum physics, these we should consider academic subject, not religious subject. These days I also is mentioning a world passing through some kind of, the emotional crisis, as I mentioned earlier. So now, in our education, should include hygiene of physical, combine that, hygiene of emotion should include as an academic subject, as subject for health, not next life or heaven. So although these information come from Buddhist text, but itself now we should consider as an academic subject. And again, India's tradition, secular way. Respect all religion and also respect a non-believer as a human brother, sister. Wonderful. Out of 7 billion human beings, about 1 billion non-believer. So they don't care about religion. So we should take these things, although Buddhist literature, but itself should consider as an academic subject. So that we are doing. So all these things happen because of you also help us to create a place where we can study continuously. So I really appreciate. And as of Tibet, ancient nation, very rich cultural heritage. So Tibetan issue will never die. It remains. On practical level, we are not seeking independence. We very much committed, remain within the People's Republic of China, provided we should have full right for preservation of Tibetan culture, Tibetan language. So that's a mutual benefit. We Tibetan, also human being, we also love money. Without money, you can't do much. So as far as money is concerned, remain within the People's Republic of China. Materially, we get sort of immense benefit. Then preservation thoroughly about our own culture, our own knowledge. Now today, China, about 4 years ago, one Peking University carried a survey how many Buddhists in China. Then their reports say over 300 millions. Since then, now many Chinese say now the Buddhist population in China around 400 millions. So many of these Chinese Buddhists really showing interest about Tibetan Buddhism, which is Nalanda tradition. Some professors, some scholars, they mentioning Tibetan Buddhist tradition, which come from Nalanda, that is very scientific religion, they say. So therefore, it is mutual benefit. Remain together. And they help us for money. We help them spiritual things, like that. So, now China, today's China, compare 40, 50 years ago, much change. So now things are, as Buddhists say, impermanence, always changing. So like that. So therefore, when I met as a Tibetan, when I see our sort of cultural heritage, our knowledge, I feel great future of Tibet. So we should not sort of say, demoralized, right? Should not feel demoralized. As a human being, over 35,000 years, the cultural heritage over 1,000 years. So we have great potential. So self-confidence, especially those young people, very, very important. So that's all. Thank you. Thank you. I hope, as Chief Minister, you also should learn some Tibetan cultural heritage. Oh, yes. Right. Thank you.
Zerim Jungni, Karnataka Shungma Nisu, Tukji Cheshu, Kuti Tsokjungi Tsongmi, Jingme Sujim Lane, Tukji Cheshu Sungshe Nangju, Tang, Tene, Zego Gekenga, Jojo.
ಇದೀಗ ವಂದನಾರ್ಪಣೆಯನ್ನು ನೀಡಲು ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಮಿತಿಯ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿರುವ ಶ್ರೀ ಜಿಗ್ಮಿ ಚುಲ್ಟ್ರಿಮ್ ರವರನ್ನು ಕೋರಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ. And I also request all the dignitaries and the guests who have been present here to kindly have your lunch, and then please enjoy the lunch that would be available and served here. Thank you.
Your Holiness, the great 14th Dalai Lama, Honorable Chief Minister Shri H.D. Kumaraswamy ji, Honorable President Dr. Lobsang Sangye, Honorable Speaker Venerable Kempo Sonam Tempel, and other distinguished guests who has taken their time in making this day a historic one. Your Holiness, despite your endless commitments for the greater cause of humanity, you have graced today's occasion not only with your aura, but also your blissful and enlightening words that would certainly put many of us to study and introspect. Equally, Honorable Chief Minister Shri H.D. Kumaraswamy ji, despite the fact that you have huge responsibilities to cater the need and welfare of this state and its people, including us, has reiterated our belief and trust with your presence that the people and the government of Karnataka would continue to support with all the possible assistance in sustaining our identity and relationship of Guru and its reliable chela. Anekta mein ekta और विभिन्नता में समानता इस महान भारत देश की संस्कृति रही है। आज जबकि स्वर्गीय श्री निजलिंगप्पा जी का शारीरिक काय हमारे साथ नहीं है, अपितु उनका कर्म काय हमारे साथ निरंतर ज्ञान और प्रेरणा का स्रोत रहा है। उसी का प्रमाण है कि उनके सुपुत्र प्रोफेसर एस.एन. किरण शंकर जी के आज के इस कार्यक्रम में उपस्थिति से ये भाव व्यक्त करते हैं। Furthermore, I also take this opportunity to express a gratitude towards all the other distinguished guests and delegates, including government and non-governmental organizations, members of Bharat-Tibet Sahyog Manch, Bharat-Tibet Maitri Sangh, representatives of Mairada, Christian Children Fund, Norwegian Church Aid, Namma Swanta Mane, and many others whom I may have not mentioned here, for which I may solicit apology from those. Last but not least, I also thank our media friends through whose coverage this historic event can be seen, read, and felt by many more people of the state and beyond. Thank you very much.
Kundu number 2 Lulujan Shurona, Kundu number Lulujan Shurona.
I request all the guests to be seated as the mementos will be presented to them. So please be seated. ಈ ಅಮೂಲ್ಯವಾದ ದಿನದಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತಿ ನಿಜಕ್ಕೂ ಸಂತಸದ ವಿಷಯ. ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ ಈ ದಿನ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ಮರಣೀಯ ಎಂದು ಭಾವಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಈ ದಿನದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ನಿರೂಪಕಿಯಾದ ನಾನು ತೆನ್ಜಿನ್ ಚಿಡನ್ ಮತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಸಹ ನಿರೂಪಕರಾದ ಚಂಪರವರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ.
Have blessings. Go. Let's move. Please move, please move. Please move, please move.